which are the best hybrid cars. What is the greatest danger of these cars? How much do these batteries cost? I was asking, how do you jumpstart a hybrid car? Hello my guys, I'm back again and this is what you requested. Should you or should you not buy a hybrid car at this era? And that's why today Billy Peps Motors Jamwenu Wama offer. I want to take you to class. So by the end of this video, you'll know whether you can buy a hybrid or not. And if you are going to buy, which is the best hybrid, right? And if you have bought, which are the services that you are supposed to take? Because some, maybe you have a hybrid and maybe you've been doing it wrong. So this video is there to correct you. Sawa, for those people who wish to buy and those people who have hybrids. And at the end of the video, it's you to decide to know whether hybrids are good or hybrids are not good. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that whenever we post such videos, you're among the first people to see. Number one, guys, how many types of hybrids do we have? I'll use this Vitz today as a demo. These are Vitz 1500cc. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to use to demonstrate these issues about the hybrids. And I'll also use some pictures which will be seen on the screen here as we go by. So, how many types of hybrids do we have? These electric motor engines. We have 4 types of electric motors. Number one, we have that one that we have the electric motor plus the engine motor. So they work concurrently. That is the normal hybrid. We also have that one which is PHEV. That is plug-in hybrid electric vehicle like the ones you see in Mitsubishi. We also have the e-power one. The e-power, that e-power has only one electric motor. So the engine is the one that is used like a generator. It charges the electric battery, you see. So it has one electric motor and the engine is the one that charges the battery. Then we have another one. I had my notes here today. I don't want to leave anything. And the last one is the full electric. Which one? In this case, there are not so many in Kenya, the Tesla-like and so on. We also have the e-power. I also speak about e-power. Its hybrid works a bit differently. The Nissan not e-power. Sinisawa, guys. So those are the types of hybrids that we have. Now, initially, these hybrids, they were using a system called the Integrated Motor Assist. That is the IMA, which was basically used by the Honda. But nowadays, they have changed. Now they are using the new prismatic system. Now, this is where the difference is. I know I'm going to use some heavy terms here, but just follow me slowly by slowly so that you happen to know this. Yeah, the IMA was a bit better because the electric motor and the engine, they were working concurrently at the same time. So the battery could not be overwhelmed. But now it had one disadvantage, as you're going to see. That's why now all cars have changed to the prismatic system, the new prismatic system, whereby now the engine, motor and the electric motor, they are working at the same time. Now, for starters, let us just get the basics correct, right? These cars, the hybrids, how many batteries do they have? They have 2 types of batteries, yeah? They have the 12-volt battery, the normal one that is always in the normal cars. Then they have the hybrid battery. Sinisawa? Now, where are they located? Like in this case, if you open this car here, this 1500cc hybrid, yeah? If you open this car, many people always say that that this is the battery. Actually, this is not the battery. The battery is at the back there. So this one is the electric, it's called the electric motor. So you realize at the hood, as we say, this is the electric motor. And if you are looking at the 12-volt battery, is at the back there. My director, come. Now, this is where the 12 volts batteries. Director, you can show them here. This is where the normal battery is. This is where the normal battery is. And now the hybrid battery is behind this seat. All of these seats, that's where the hybrid battery is. I believe you can see the pictures as I have put there. Just in front here, Peter, come. Before I go ahead, if you want to, somebody was asking, how do you jumpstart a hybrid car? Peter, can you open for me this? Okay, thank you very much. So guys, this is the where the positive terminal is. So you just open like this. Then if you have your the jumper, the positive one, you hold it here, sawa, and the negative one, you can choose the other metallic part. Avoid this place with the negative. You put the negative part on any of this metallic part, then the positive here. Then you will see if you have connected on the other donor car, then it will be on. So this is how we jumpstart a hybrid car. There are some people who are saying you can't jumpstart a hybrid car. Now we know. So we continue with our class, guys. So we said we have two batteries. We have the 12-volt and the synergy battery, the bigger one. Since our guys, then we continue. There is something else, guys, that you need to know about these cars. Yeah. Uh, Initially, they used to use the nickel battery, especially the Honda hybrids, but they changed to the lithium battery. The advantage of the lithium battery is that it will stay longer than the nickel battery, but that one we are coming in it in a very short while. Now, what is the greatest danger of these cars? If you have bought a hybrid car, there are three greatest dangers. Number one is heat. Number two is dust, but heat and dust is related, I'll explain. And number three is water. Now, heat, you see this is a lithium battery. As you can see on screen, this is a lithium battery, and the lithium battery is made up of different modules. Okay, so when these modules they lose the voltage, it means if you are going to change, you can change one of the modules. People say unaenda kubadilisha cells. We don't change cells, we change the modules that are found within this lithium battery, right? So what happens is that if one of them fails on the lithium battery, you just change one module, then it's done the reconditioning. After reconditioning, the battery goes back to normal. So what happens if this car has the fan? Okay, because the cooling system of the hybrid, they use the air cooling system. So what happens to that fan? If dust clogs inside that fan, so it means the battery cannot get enough cooling. So what happens? There is overheating that occurs on that battery. So number one, if the cooling system has a problem, definitely there will be overheating. I started by saying excess heat is a problem. So what does that mean? Whenever you go to do a hybrid, if you go to do service, don't just change the engine oil, the air cleaner, and the oil filter. Also make sure the fans are clean to avoid heating. Sinisawa? So there you have to know. Number two, I've talked about dust. So remember, the hybrid cars, they are basically not meant for the tropical climate where we are. So at least avoid dust, because that dust is the one that clogs the fan. Hence, the car will start overheating. So those are two. Three, if you are using e-power, Nissan not e-power, avoid going and doing this washing, which is this, they call detailed washing, the detailing, whereby even the water is used to wash the batteries and everything. If you have an e-power, please avoid doing detailing, because the battery of e-power does not like that water. Why? Simply because the e-power, I told you, is almost like an electric car, because it has only one electric motor and it is charged by the engine. So please, if you have e-power, you avoid doing the detailing, just do the normal one. Number three, now Honda and Toyota, they both have hybrids. Which one is the best? Now, all of them, they have advantages and disadvantages. Now, let me tell you something about Honda. Initially, Honda had the best hybrid system. Why? Because their batteries are inside there. They are made cylindrically. So, in a car round, you can see this picture here. So, in a car round, heavy. So, even air passing, it becomes easy. Unlike the lithium battery that Toyota uses, ambayo iko compact. Now, the advantage of that Honda, the system, is that cooling becomes very easy. Remember, I said one of the problems of hybrid is heating, right? So the cylindrical batteries of the Honda could allow a lot of air to pass through. So cooling for Honda was good. Now, this is where the problem comes. Let us talk about the lithium battery. Now, the ones Toyota use. Toyota's advantage is that with these ones, if anything happens, maybe one of the modules is wrong, all you need to go, you don't need to buy a new battery, just go change those modules and change the cells. But with Honda, if it failed, that means you are buying the whole system, the initial system of Honda, but at least now they have changed. They have also started making the one like Toyota. Now, let me repeat myself. Advantage for Honda hybrid is that it has the best cooling system. Best cooling system for hybrid. Advantage at Toyota is that you can repair the battery, right? You can repair the battery and it has the best fuel efficiency. So it's you to choose. Do you go with the Honda one that has the best cooling system, or will you go with the Toyota one, whereby in case it fails, you can easily change those the modules inside that battery together with the cells. So you have to choose between those two, which one is better. Either you go to the hybrid one, but I'm told nowadays they are also using the prismatic one. So I wanted you to know that difference. Now, the other advantage of e-power is that e-power, of all this the system, the hybrid system, the Nissan Note e-power is good. Why? I told you it has only one electric motor. So what happens is that the engine charges the electric battery hivyo tu one way. So that means kuishi kwa hiyo gari it's long, it will stay for long. So Nissan Note e-Power is good. The only thing, avoid water when you are using it. Now, how is service done? That is what people are asking. Remember hybrid, utaenda, okay, what people do, utaenda ubadilishiwe engine oil, air cleaner na oil filter hivyo. But you are supposed to do an air system, the air system has to be clean. Guys, I repeat, this one does not like dust. This one does not like overheating. So the air system has to be clean, number one. Now, when changing those modules, guys, remember I told you with the lithium battery, you can change the modules. When changing the modules, usifanye kienyeji, make sure those batteries zimeangaliwa, zimefanyiwa kitu inaitwa reconditioning to ensure that all the modules, like the filter battery has 20 modules, right? So ensure all the 20 modules have the same voltage. I hope we get that. So whenever you are going to do service, ensure your service, the guys who are doing service, specialists, we have so many. If you need, you can just give me a call. I can liaise with you with some of my specialists who can assist you to do that. So ensure you check the battery and all the modules should have the same voltage. Hapo si sawa? To avoid something we called voltage imbalance. Voltage imbalance, unapata moja iko na 9, ingine iko na 6. Remember hizi batteries, anything below 6 is dangerous. Si sawa? Now, sometimes mtu anaweza ishiwa mafuta na hii gari. Now, this is where I want you to be very careful. If you run out of fuel in this car, do you know what people does? They put the car on EV mode, then they drive that car for a long distance up to the petrol station. My brother, you are killing that battery. Because in that case, you are using the battery to drive. So what are you doing? You are depleting or you are discharging that lithium battery to an extent that if it goes below 6.0 voltage, you have finished the car. So for those people who have that tendency of putting the car on EV mode and it uses the battery and you are going for a long distance, that's a problem. What about the PHEV, the plug-in hybrids? In Kenya, the common one is the Mitsubishi Outlander, as you can see from this picture. Now, what about that one? That one is the best. Do you know why? Because you charge it at home. Are we together? You charge the battery at home, and when it is full, surprisingly enough, that car can take you for 40 kilometers. Yeah, you heard me right. You can go 40 kilometers without using fuel, just using the battery. That is on the PHEV, the plug-in hybrid, which is very common on the Outlanders. Are we together? So we go very fast because of time. Battery cost. People are asking, how much do these batteries cost? Now, remember, guys, before you decide to buy a battery, you can do reconditioning. It will cost you less. That's why don't fear hybrids. Don't fear hybrids. Instead of going to buy a battery, you can take it to a mechanic. This is not the battery. Peter is focusing on this. This is just an electric motor. That's my guy behind the camera. Go and subscribe if you haven't. They're Patash Motors. Now, instead of going to buy a whole battery, which will cost between 95 and 120,000, do this. Take it to a specialist. Let him check the modules. Wataweka tu kwa machine. They'll measure the modules and they'll pick out the modules. Out of, for example, Fielder has 20 modules. Which one? Which other is? Honda Vezel has 28 modules. So what happens? They check those modules. The one that has the problem, wanatoa, then they replace with the other one. That is not the end. They have to do reconditioning. Are we together? So that they make sure all the modules are balanced. How much will that cost you? It will cost you around between 38 and 45,000 instead of going to buy a battery that is almost 120,000. So that is how. Battery, I'm talking about filter basically. The battery will range between 95 and 120,000. Sini sawa. Reconditioning, I've told you, if it goes too much, it's around 45,000. So kuna kitu inaitwa life expectancy test. Ukienda service, they have to check so that wajue hiyo battery ita last for how long. Hata pia kuna kitu inaitwa drain test. They can do a drain test on that battery instead of hiyo kitu inaitwa nini, Peter, diagnosis. Unajua kidunga tu diagnosis itakwambia tu battery block. Hivyo itakwambia block fulani na shida, but drain test itakuonyesha voltage za kila module ziko ngapi. Si sawa? Then that one I've said, jump starting, I've also talked about that. Now, where are hybrids good? Hybrids are not meant for long distance. Hybrids are good when you are just cruising in town. Let me tell you the advantage of that. How does the electric motor charge? When you are braking, the battery charges. When you brake, the battery charges. So when you're in town, Sababu ya jam, there's likelihood you'll be braking all the time. And the battery does what? It recharges. So they are not meant for long distance. Now, my director there is asking me, which are the best hybrid cars as we conclude, right? Now, let us start with the Uber cars. When it comes to Uber cars, the best hybrid car we can recommend is called the Suzuki Wagon-R Hybrid 650cc. That is the best. When you go higher, at least to more than 1000cc, the small cars, we have two cars. We have the Aqua Hybrid and we have the Vitz Hybrid. In that category, nothing beats them. Do you know why I'm saying that? They can do as much as 28 kilometers per liter. You heard me right. So this one, this Vitz Hybrid and the Aqua Hybrid, perfect when it comes to those small cars. When we go higher, then the best car becomes the Fielder Hybrid. When you go to the wagons now, Fielder Hybrid consumes very well and is very easy to maintain, right? Now we go to mid-size SUVs. Which one is the best? We go with the Honda Vezel. Honda Vezel, there is the best. When you go to plug-in hybrid, of course, we have the Mitsubishi Outlander. So what am I trying to say, guys? All these stories. Hii story ya kuambiwa sijui hybrid sijui zitakufa na nini, guys, it is very simple. Hybrid cars is the way to go. We are going electric, guys, yeah. So pale kitambo tulikuanga tu gasoline. Some people changing becomes hard. You remember when you are changing from manual to auto, we had people who are just hard to change. So people are also having problem changing from normal combustion engines to hybrid. So accept change is coming, and that's where we are going. The only thing to do is maintain your car well. That's it. Just maintain your car well, but don't fear the hybrids that are the best. Let me give you, for instance, normal Fielder from here to Nairobi, it will take like 7,500 shillings fuel. Go with the hybrid, you'll take like 4,300 from Mombasa to Nairobi. So you see, so that's the way to go. Don't fear the hybrids. They are good cars, provided you maintain them well. You follow the process that we've said. That is the best way to go. So hii idea yenye walikuwa wanasema, oh, there's another question mtu aliuliza Peter. Can a hybrid car run with a fault battery? No, it cannot. All the batteries must be working. But battery kizima while you're on the way, it can run. But when you switch it off, coming up, it won't. So that's something you had asked. Jump starting, I've told you, I've shown you. Yes, it is possible. You can jump start, yeah? What else, Peter, did people ask about the hybrids? Oh, the lifespan. By the way, lifespan, yeah, battery, yeah, hybrid, it goes like 5 years, yeah? That is around 300,000 kilometers, yeah? Around between 280 and 300,000 kilometers. So hiyo ni lifespan yake. Yeah, hiyo ni lifespan. So hiyo itakuchukua kama 5 years, then go and do reconditioning. Don't buy a battery. The whole battery is expensive, I've told you. Enda tu fanye reconditioning. We are good to go. Sini sawa, guys. So I think I've answered your questions. Don't fear hybrid cars. They are the best. We are going hybrid. We are saving fuel. So don't fear hybrid cars. If you have any more questions, our numbers are just down there. Give us a call and we'll know how we are going to assist you. Till the next one, guys, I invite more questions. If there's something I've left, please you can ask in the comments comment section so that to saidiane. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. See you in the next one.